In this video, we will show how to strip OPGW with stranded stainless steel tube manufactured by Incab. Cable preparation should be done by properly trained and certified personnel using dedicated tools. Mechanical impact during preparation should not exceed the maximum acceptable values for this cable type. You may get detailed instructions on our company websites. Prior to cable preparation, read the installation guide for the splice closure, distribution frame, or other device that will be used for cable splicing or termination. OPGW with stranded stainless steel tube is highly resistant to corrosion and short-circuit currents. It may contain up to 288 optical fibers. Let's take a look at the cable design. The central strength member is covered by stranded wires and stainless steel optical tubes. The first stranded layer is covered by another layer of reinforcement wires. The two layers are stranded in the opposite directions to prevent axial twist of the cable. Reinforcement wires can be made of aluminum-clad steel or aluminum alloy. The materials are selected based on the required technical parameters. To prepare OPGW with stranded stainless steel tube for splicing or termination, we will need a tape measure to measure the cable length to be stripped, an alcohol-based marker to mark the stripping location, insulating tape for temporary bandage, hacksaw to notch the wires, wire cutters to remove the central strength member, steel tube cutters or a broaching file, D-gel, a dedicated liquid to remove water-soluble gel, isopropyl alcohol to clean optical fiber. Yvonne, our installation engineer, will show how to strip OPGW with stranded stainless steel tube. Let's get started. Fix the cable in the clamp. The length of the cable to be stripped should be 2.5 meters. That will provide the fiber length required for installation of the splice closure. Measure 2.5 meters of the cable length and mark the location of the cut on the outer stranded wires. Put temporary bandage of insulating tape on both sides of the mark. Use a hacksaw to notch the outer stranded wires all along the cable. The depth of the notch should be about half of the wire diameter. Remove the bandage from both sides of the notch. Then unstrand the wires one by one starting from the cable end and carefully break them at the notch. The inner stranded layer contains optical tubes, so the wires should be removed very carefully. Unstrand them one by one, notch with a hacksaw, and break. It will be more convenient to remove the wires by sections of 70 centimeters, cutting them with wire cutters. Remove the central strength member using wire cutters. The optical tubes are usually opened when the cable is already inserted into the splice closure. Open the optical tube using a dedicated tool. Screw the nut, tightening the blade around the tube. Make a few revolutions around the tube. If necessary, screw the nut a bit more and make a few more revolutions. Then carefully remove the steel tube, simultaneously cleaning the fiber from water-soluble gel with a wipe. Hydrogen is generated during welding of the steel tube, which may compromise fiber properties. To prevent that, Incab uses special dark brown water-soluble gel in cables with steel tubes, which absorbs hydrogen. Alternatively, you can remove the steel tube using a broach file. Carefully notch the steel tube all around the surface, twist carefully, and break at the notch. Then carefully remove the steel tube, simultaneously cleaning the fiber from water-soluble gel with a wipe. Attention! Stripping of the steel tube produces a sharp edge. To prevent damage of the fiber, insulate the edge using insulating tape or a special adapter. It is convenient to remove steel tube by 70 centimeter sections. Use D-gel to remove the rest of the water-soluble gel. Finally, clean the fibers with a fiberglass alcohol wipe. Preparation of OPGW with stranded stainless steel tube from Incab is now complete.